Okay, guys. Today we're going to be doing some more uMyo stuff. I got some of the code working. I had to reread some comments. There is this thing I saw on a short video, and it said that we are no longer in the information age. We have now entered the curation age. It's interesting, but ever since I heard that saying, it makes a lot of sense. And so I don't know why I just thought of it now, but there's so much information. It's so difficult to parse all this information. And that's one of the things I did after last stream is I took a look at some of the stuff that the 3D6 from Ultimate Robotics sent in his Discord. Their Discord is pretty awesome. There's a lot of like-minded people. If anyone is in the prosthetic or EMG sensors or any type of biometrics, their Discord is a great place to be. A lot of people working on some great stuff. So, with that being said, I am eternally grateful that he took the time to modify some of the code and make it a little bit easier for me to parse and understand. So, last stream we were able to get the uMyo device, which uMyo is an open source EMG sensor. And this is a band with four of them on there. I did kind of a interesting job here combining them together. It looks kind of silly because I have an extra cable when I don't need it, and that's on me. So, but this is super awesome. My open muscle band that I have is a pressure sensor band. It's just so delicate. So I need to work on that quite a bit, but I'm very excited because I think there's enough data inside for uMyos to discern the four finger movements. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So I have the LASK 4 system which I built, and this is only sending UDP packets, and it's not sending them very fast. I have not tried to optimize it yet. I might even optimize it today. But yeah, all the pieces are working. I was even able to export the uMyo data into a text file, which is kind of what we need. We're going to be pre-processing the data, trying to match it up with the data that we get from the LASK system. So this is very exciting, and I don't know how long I'll be streaming. And it looks like I have subscribers only on here. Let me see. I hope no one is omitted from chat because I decided to change this customization. We're going to hit anyone. Now we might get some trolling people, but that's okay. Turned off subscriber only. There we go. All right. So if you guys chat at me, you're gonna probably have to yell. So let's hop into what I have so far. So I'm going to shrink my screen a bit. Still gonna kind of leave it zoomed in a little bit so you guys can see. If you want me to zoom something in, I'm gonna be heavily working today. So I think we'll get the machine learning working. So I have just created, I copied the open muscle code here. We have the display stuff, which is what Ultimate Robotics has created. And they, inside of here, the 3D6 told me to modify this section. Plot prepare right here. So this is what I did earlier. And so the packets are coming in, and they're doing a lot of processing. And so just right now, I want a proof of concept. I want to run it into a random forest regressor, very similarly that I did with open muscle. I want to see if there's data there, but just the whole process I need to go through. And that's one of the things that's so difficult about machine learning is that it takes a complete cycle. I don't know how to say that, but so once you have all the pieces that you need to train something, and then you see the output and how good or bad it is, that seems to be like one quantized chunk when it comes to machine learning. And until you have all the infrastructure needed for all those pieces, at least for me, I cannot wrap my head around it, so to speak. But machine learning is kind of in depth, and my familiarity with it is only because I interact with it, right? And so it is quite interesting. There's some group of people in our maker group. Some of them are familiar with it way more than I am, and it's just kind of a neat and exciting field. So just a disclaimer: I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to this. More of an enthusiast than anything else. So we got the data packets coming in, and I'm gonna try to use all four screens. Is it gonna let me here? Let's see if it's gonna let me. Oh, and I just changed the IP address. I'm gonna have to use that. Excuse me while I get set up here. Alright, let's see if this view is still working from the other day. My computer crashed a couple of times, so that's always fun. This cable keeps on going everywhere. Okay. And yeah, the USB cable, sure, why not? So we need to grab another USB cable. It's only like we're using 20 cables here. Hey, how's it going, Joe? It started just a little bit ago. I'm still doing the prep work for it, so you're good. So you're good. Let me go to my microscope. Hopefully that is working. There we go. So now when I go to all four, okay. So we have the uMyo set up, and I modified the code like the 3D6 said. He was saying that I should go in and kind of copy the plot prepare. So I'm not going to necessarily need to plot anything. I think it's going to be plotting anyways. So I'm using their the main program, not OM capture. That is uMyo testing. So if I run this now, nothing is going to happen because one of these isn't plugged in. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in all of them and make sure I have my polarity right. Okay. So I'm going to turn 2 on this time and see if both packets get captured. Okay, so I have 2 of these turned on. And I'm going to run this. Hopefully it won't break. Run module. Okay. OS. Oh, I forgot to import OS into this one. That's not how you should do stuff, but whatevs. Okay, so it sees both of them running. This is good. So my code not only is supposed to be showing these on the screen right now, but the code should also be saving itself to a text file. So let's go ahead and cancel out of this, which is good. And I'm going to go ahead and open the data capture. Oh, that's open muscle. Whoops. Whoops. Data captures. Sweet. We'll pull this open. Notepad.